In this video, we're going to learn how to import an RSS feed in Airtable. The first thing you need to do is go to the App Marketplace and install the free Data Fetcher app. Once you've done that, you need to sign up for a free Data Fetcher account or sign into your existing one. After you've signed up, click on Create Your First Request. Then for Application, select Custom. Then add a name for your request, like Fetch RSS feed. Then for the URL, select the URL of the RSS feed you want to import. So I'm going to use Stratechery's RSS feed, but you can use whatever live RSS feed you want. Then select the output table and view you want to import it into, and click Save and Run in the bottom right. You can toggle this so that you don't see this every time you run it. And then we're going to see the response field mapping. So this is where we determine how the fields from the RSS feed map to the fields in our output table. So click Filter All, and that's going to remove all of these fields. And then we're going to add back the ones that we want. So if you scroll to the right, you can see that we've got these fields here. So we've got a title field, and I'm going to select the existing field in our table of name. So that's going to map the RSS feed items titles to our name field. And then I'm going to add some other ones. So I'm going to keep the link, and that's going to have a field type of URL. I'm going to keep the publish date, and I'm going to change that type from string to date time. I'm going to keep the categories and the GUID. It's important you keep this one because this is a unique ID that identifies each feed item. And then finally, I'm going to keep the description and the content. So once you're happy with that, click Save and Run. And Data Fetcher is going to create the new fields and run the request again and import the data from the RSS feed into our output table. So you can toggle this option here and click Show Output Table. And you can see the data is being pulled in from the RSS feed. So finally, we want to set up a update based on field. So this is a unique field that we're going to tell Data Fetcher about so that it can match up the items that come back from the RSS feed with the records in our output table. So click Advanced Settings, scroll down to Update Based on Field, and then select the RSS channel item GUID. So that's Globally Unique ID, that's what that stands for. And so that means we've got a unique ID that Data Fetcher can match up the items with. And what that means is after we've clicked Save, if we were to move our records about in the output table, then Data Fetcher is going to use that ID field in order to match them up. So finally, if we want to run this automatically, we can upgrade to a paid Data Fetcher account, then click Schedule this request and say, I want to run this every hour, every day of the week, between these hours. And that means Data Fetcher is going to use the Airtable API to run this automatically every day and pull in the RSS feed into Airtable.